Carrying on with August of 1999 from Gamesmaster, we're now on to page 44, and my goodness, it's going to be a miracle if I be able to read all this. With a backpack full of the latest titles, GM climbs from the depths of the mundane to the heights of superlative gameplay. Ooh, let's see what we've got here. For the PC, Amazon, a 3D point-and-click adventure spread over 4 CDs and based upon a novel by a Belgian. But don't let that put you off. It looks interesting. Yes, we actually had to use CD format back in the day. Unfortunately, that's now a thing of the past. Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem. The sequel to Duke Nukem 3D this time takes around the Duke, makes use of the Unreal Engine. There's new weapons, more enemies, extra levels, and more humour with plenty of innovations. This should be something good. Okay. Rainbow Six. Long-awaited console version of the first-person shooter that places the emphasis of realism and stealth. As the leader of an elite anti-terrorism group, you must direct your team through 12 badly infested stages. Orge Battle 64. No jokes. Based on 2 Orge games that appeared on the SNES, Orge Battle 64 blends both RPGs and strategy elements. Units are moved across a huge world map with troops engaging in real-time battles. Okay, fair enough. So what we've got here is a game called Fear Factor. You can't see it, but it says... Oh, yes, here we go. I'll try and read it from here. I'm a freak, I'm a weirdo, my mum's cuts my hair. Sums up most of the people who actually use Discord. Shouts out to everybody. Our heroes out on a relaxing drive in the countryside discusses guns to pass the time. Okay. Nope, it's not the name of some botorious metal band. It's the latest 3D action adventure from the home of Lara Eidos Interactive. Taking its inspiration from anime, Fear Factor's intentionally to re-res to give that funky manga feel. It works incredibly well. Funny enough, actually makes the game seem more realistic. I know where they're going with this one. You swap between controlling 3 mercenaries in a quest to rescue the daughter of the leader of Hong Kong Triad. It's like the Mafia, but scarier. The Triad's henchmen also have the same idea, as whoever gets to her first will receive a generous cash reward. It's largely shooting based and is similar in many ways to Resident Evil, especially the way in which there are camera angles when you walked off to the edge of the screen. The game 8 different worlds play host to over 100 environments. You begin in downtown Hong Kong, the most western of the game levels. It's an urban sprawl of huge skyscrapers, modern, neo-lit, and very dangerous. Other equally enemy-ridden settings include the harbour, the smugglers-infested Hack Syke River, the wall city of Shaanxi, and the mysterious Dai Hui temple, which is built inside a dormant volcano. An on-screen inventory means that you can change weapons and items without interrupting the gameplay, and with a arsenal that includes a meat hook, power saw, rapid-fire shotgun, and rocket launcher, you can be sure that there will be death and destruction aplenty. That doesn't look like too bad of a game. Never got into anime. I always have a regret of not actually getting into Final Fantasy, unfortunately. So, don't be afraid of missing this one. It'll be in these pages as soon as it's released. Music 2000. New game. Codemasters groundbreaking music brought dance tunes to creation to the PlayStation masses. It was an innovative and allowed even the most tone-deaf howler monkey to sound like Chemical Brothers. And yes, the Chemical Brothers are still going strong. I actually seen them at a festival. Well, almost. While the sequel lacks any imaginative title, it makes up for with a host of improved features. The new features is more than powerful than the original and is designed to balance accessibility for your more casual music masters, with a host of enhanced features for serious muses. There's even talk of the software supporting a microphone to allow sampling games that... Hang on. I can't read this. Why is it on a yellow background? Hang on. There's even talk of software supporting a microphone to allow for sampling genres to have been expanded to include rock and indie, so whether you like your guitars loud and diggy or jiggly and jaggly, you're sorted. It boasts mini disc compatibility, meaning that you can link your PlayStation to other instruments such as a keyboard, but only if your PSX has a parallel port, something that has currently been phased out by Sony. And if you tire of being overly creative, including a game called Music Jam that allows for 4 players to include in real-time jamming sessions, swinging expert both the PlayStation and the PC version to make their chart debut around November this year. The controls are similar to the original, but some tasty new additions. You get to create and edit your own videos as well. We'll track this one for sure and holding you budding muses out there for some gut thundering badness. Whoever decided to put a bloody yellow background on white, very small fonted characters must be shot. That's all I'm going to say. I think I need to have a rest with my eyes for 5 minutes. Moving on. Warpath Jurassic Park. Oh, it's Tekken, but with Jurassic Park. There comes a point when banging heads with more mortals and beating them ups aren't just enough. Fortunately, Warpath is a fighting frenzy with a twist. You can now take on the likes of prehistoric monsters as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, Megaraptor, and the awesome Gigantosaurus. We're sure that those last couple sounds made up though. Being a dinosaur, you have plenty of deadly moves at your disposal. Why bother with any of that humoured kicking and punching when you can bite, claw and tear at your opponent? And with a multitude of combos, reversals and throws, there's no excuse not to leave your revival at an useless lump of beaten up dino carcasses. Real-time wounding affects bone fragments and blood should haul out to make things suitable gruesome. And watch out for any of the small animals or humans. Not only do they make a tasty snack, especially with the bit of brown sauce, they also improve your health. Interesting. The game's 10 3D areas based on scenes from the Jurassic Park and the Lost World include the Visitor Center, helicopter pad and gas station. There are a variety of one-on-one 2-player modes, as with 14 deadly dinosaurs to choose from. This one piercing punch you won't want to miss. It's basically Tekken with dinosaurs. I can't hardly read this tonight. Raptors slash in and out, primal rage style madness the worshippers. I've heard of a tea dance, but this is ridiculous. Come on, you two. Stop pouncing about and fight. Don't watch the fuck. I'd rather watch this game from 1999 than watch the boxing, but that's my personal opinion. System Shock 2. 3D person shoot 'em ups on the PC. Whatever next? A rogue artificial intelligence has lost its mind. Now we're talking. Which can only mean one thing, trouble. The Von Braun, surprisingly, is spacecraft, not a shaver, stranded 18.2 billion miles from Earth, and all the crew have been annihilated. You must face the out-of-control AI Shodan and discover the mysteries are housed in the chilling technical world of the derelict ship. You begin with a number of training modes that quickly teach you the game's control systems. There are also numerous computers dotted around the ship that supply you with handy hints. There is a wide variety of weaponry. Each of the 14 firearms can accept up to 14 different types of ammo and can be modified in numerous ways, including increased rates of fire, large magazines, and ammunition containing contact or the timid timed explosives. It's a good job you've got some plenty of weapons at your disposal, and you'll see some of the enemies you have to face. It's not all mindless blasting though. The game includes many RPG elements, and you'll have to utilise your hacking and paranormal specific abilities to progress. A multiplayer mode allows you up to 4 players to play cooperatively. The original System Shock now is 5 years old, with fantastic, but we've got overlooked by many. Perhaps the sequel will give the gamers a chance to see what they have missed. AI, out of control. Has anybody told Mark Zuckerberg about this? Nice to see the aliens wince when you take Poker Piskel in the wobbly faces. A case of eat this, eat, suck this. Go on, make first contact your duty, don't you know? Another GM office row over Mario Kart gets completely out of control. Sums up. Out here on the preempses that there's no stars, so you'll have to just stay in the dark until we bring emulation shortly. Like I said, it's been a long day. I think I remember System Shock, not the others. Obviously, Duke Nukem, yes, and Rainbow Six. Obviously, the Rainbow series is done well. But apart from that, yeah, thank you very much for watching, folks. And if you're referring to the Music 2000, so what they were referring to is at the back of the original PlayStation, up to, I think it was when they started producing them with the DualShock analog controller, there was like a port at the back. Basically, a lot of the time it was used for cheat cards and that sort of paraphernalia. So what their references to is that you could actually hook up a mini disc to make the music on the PlayStation, listen to it on the mini disc. So that's actually not a bad thing. Right, apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back in the next one, which will be, oh dear. See you soon.